know it had such a long intro.
Come on, guys, put your hands in the air. What, R2P2 bringing it up? Is it extended dance mix of a Village People song? Take it off.
She knows your set.
That's it, man. These are one of the things we want to take off.
Get it! Take off the shirt!
Alright, that's my time, guys. Thank you very much. It's a hell of an intro to follow up with actual material. This room is no joke. I made $78 last year doing stand-up. I know what I'm doing. So a lot that's after taxes. I was in a Rob Schneider movie in 2006. Don't tell me I know what I'm doing. The movie was so bad I went right to Laserdisc. I actually had an audition the other day for Roadhouse 4. I didn't even know there was a fucking 2. I mean, what loose ends weren't tied up at the end of 1? Are you guys a Patrick Swayze fan club in here? I don't need the fucking attitude in this room. I'm a paid regular. I'm a winner.
Yeah! Yes!
I'm getting paid $15 tonight before taxes. Getting heckled by music. That's a gay man playing even gayer songs. And I live in a gay neighborhood. I live in West Hollywood. I don't care. I'm secure with myself. If I'm walking my dogs and I drop the keys, I better kick the dogs at the sunset.
Oh yeah, that was fun. That was crazy.
My favorite group as a kid was the Village People. Yeah. Yeah, the interesting thing about the Village People, only one of them was gay in real life. It's like, wow, I would love to hire the acting coach of those other 5 guys. I think it was on point. And people ask me, well, Earl, which one was gay? I'm like, well, I'm going to assume it was the guy who died of AIDS. It's what they call in the business a hunch. Hey, you know, if you watch Philadelphia backwards, Tom Hanks gains weight. I'm a little sad because Sons of Anarchy is my favorite show and it's off the air now. Had its season finale. It was pretty good. And, it reminds me of the time I auditioned for the show as a white supremacist number 9. Crazy audition, man. Walk into the room, there's 2 people in the room, Kurt Sutter, the creator of the show, and Billy Brown, the only black actor on the show. And Billy Brown is basically a refrigerator with a chocolate head on it. I mean, he is... he's an incredibly large man, so to walk into a room where my role is white supremacist number 9, it's a little intimidating. And they're like, hey, come on in, Earl, we saw your audition reel, we thought you'd be perfect for the part. Which is crazy that after 15 years of acting, my audition reel screams white supremacist number 9. And this is about 4 p.m., so they'd seen a lot of actors up until this point. I could tell they weren't pleased with what they'd seen, so they're kind of in a bad mood. They're like, well, we gotta ask you a couple questions. We don't want to waste any more of our time. Question number 1, would you shave your head? I'm like, yeah, I'm in my 40s. It's not gone by now, it'll grow back. You know. All right, well, question number 2, would you get tattoos? I'm like, well, they're not permanent, are they? He's like, no, they're henna tattoos. Does take about 6 hours to put on. They'll last about 3 weeks, and they'll say some really racially insensitive things. I'm like, yeah, no problem. They both look at each other like, Jesus Christ, no one's gotten past this question today. So like, well, we gotta ask you a third question. You're actually the only guy to get this far in the audition. Are you comfortable saying the N-word on camera? And I got out of my chair, I looked right at Billy Brown, and I'm like, and get paid? Because you can send all those other actors home. I will play white supremacists 1 through 58. They're like, well, Earl, now they're kind of starting to smile. The tension was broken with that, if you can believe. And, like, well, you know, it's not that we don't believe a guy who looks like you wouldn't say that word, but I once did a skydiving movie where the lead actor said he was okay, he wasn't afraid of heights. First day of shooting, he got to film a big scene on top of the mountain, and he wouldn't go up there because he was afraid of heights. So I'm going to have to hear you say that word. Now, I'm not going to say that word. It's a filthy, awful, disgusting word. It has no place in English language, so I'm going to replace it with a slightly less offensive word like Armenians. And I don't watch pornography. I do not watch pornography. I know it looks like I produce it, but I can't watch pornography for one simple reason. It's not like religious reasons or anything like that. It's just 20 seconds in, my glasses fog up. I can't see anything. Oh, did I lose you on the porn jokes? I'm a good guy, though. I just adopted a dog from Michael Vick's ranch. Yep. My dog was 12 and 3, lost his last 3 fights. I'm just kidding, my dog was 28 and 0. I don't adopt fucking losers. I recently went to an Iron Maiden and Motorhead concert. Yeah. I actually don't like either band. I just know to be the best looking guy in the room for 2 hours. I'm the second best looking chick. Boy, that is a rough looking fan base, boy. They look like the land that time forgot, man. I like going to 80s metal shows. I love going to see Kiss. I see Kiss whenever they're in town. Kiss just got into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I don't think you'll ever see a band as shitty at music that can get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame than Kiss. And I never understood that until I saw them in concert recently. And you know, you see Gene Simmons spitting blood, you see the drummer rise to the ceiling on his kit, you see the guy who plays Ace Frehley shooting lasers out of his fucking guitars. You know, and it's like, Kiss does everything on earth to distract you from how shitty their music is. And it's not even Ace Frehley in the band anymore. They dress up some guy who's like 30 years younger. It's not Peter Criss on the drums. So now Kiss has turned into like the Jewish Menudo, man. What the fuck? I love 80s, man. There's our second stage in the back, something going on back there. I actually saw the singer from Rat recently, Stephen Pearcy. He plays... He's not in Rat anymore. He plays solo shows, and I saw him at the Whiskey the other night, and there's literally more people in the bathroom right now than there were at his concert. And yeah, I felt really bad for him. Like, he could have sang us a song individually. And so he has the first song, which was a solo song nobody knew but me, because I'm the only guy who bought the album. And, you know, his album was so bad, 2 minutes after I downloaded it, I uploaded it right back to him. So he sings like the first song, and he's like, hey, what do you guys want to hear next? I'm like, hey, you don't have to yell. I mean, it'd be like me yelling at you know, it's like I can hear whatever you would say to me and vice versa. And I said, I want to hear rap. So the next 28 songs were all rap songs. So now I become the fucking musical director of the concerts. And then as they're playing Round and Round, which is like their Stairway to Heaven, that's Rat's big hit. You know, it's like they're, you know, rock and roll all night. That's how they close every Rat concert. And he's like, and he's not even done with the second chorus. He's like, hey man, you guys can be famous too because we're recording this for a live CD you can get at the merch booth. Like, that announcement's gonna be on the CD. And who the fuck would buy a live CD of a concert that's not even over yet that they're at? I mean, who would do that? Ma'am, I'm Jewish. Don't wave at me like this. I mean, you're with a bald Aryan dude with tattoos. I don't need to see this fucking signal. I'm nervous enough. Who would buy a Stephen Piercy solo CD? I'll take cocaine for table 4 over there. And believe me, you picked the right club. I'm just kidding. I don't want any trouble, man. You're a big guy. I'm not getting my ass kicked on my first spot here at 1:30 in the morning. Can you imagine if that's how I died? I don't know if anyone in this room is. Well, let me get to the Stephen Piercy story. So, I mean, who the fuck would buy that CD? Me! I was so excited to buy the CD, and the guy's writing the song titles in crayon, so I knew that was a fucking bad sign. So I run to my car, I pull out my Discman, I put the CD in, and I heard my voice on the second song. Not singing, just telling my friend Rick I had to take a shit, and I'll be right back. Fourth song, you actually heard me taking a shit. Just sounded like a real tricky bass line. Love going to concerts. Concerts are the best, man. It's just a great way to forget about your troubles. Like you guys are here tonight, forget about whatever troubles you have. Like, I saw a concert recently, Cheap Trick, Poison. No one's that big of a Cheap Trick fan. Cheap Trick, Poison, and Def Leppard, man. That's a great show. Cheap Trick was the opening act. You know. They were great. They did greatest hits, 45 minutes, leave the stage. Big sign appears behind a drum kit that said, text 4532, and your message will appear on this screen. Well, what could go wrong with this idea? The first text was awesome. To Poison, please play I Won't Forget You Baby for my loving husband of 78 years, Rick. Which is crazy that there's like a 100-year-old couple at a Poison concert. Next message equally as nice. Dear Def Leppard, please play Headed for a Heartbreak for my girlfriend of 2 days, Jennifer. And then I knew this was going to be the third text message because of the marijuana haze in my section and the guy doing cocaine right next to me texting. Marries a whore and takes it in the ass. Which totally ruined the rest of the concert for me because I'm going up to every girl in my section going, you're not married, are you? Never did find that cunt. Hey, you guys think OJ ever watched Dexter and thought, no, that's how I should have done it? I just want to say before I start crying, you guys have made this the best first set ever. I want you to know you guys are going to be famous too. We're recording this CD for a live concert tonight. I got something for you. Just kidding. I'm not getting my ass kicked at this show tonight. Because I imagine if you were to kill me and I died and went to heaven, I'm not very religious, but how I imagine heaven is we all die, we retain our human form in terms of our visual. Like, this is how heaven would look to me. Maybe not quite like this, but we lost a little bit of our memory. So we'd go up to someone very famous and go, hey man, what's your deal? Like, I would go up to Jimi Hendrix and go, God man, I know you're famous, but who are you and how'd you get up here? He's like, I'm the greatest guitar player ever. How'd you die? I swallowed my own vomit from drinking for 4 straight days. Oh, that's cool. Hey, who are you, miss? I'm Janis Joplin. Well, how did you die? The same way Jimmy did. And then they would look at me and go, well, who are you and how'd you die? I'm like, oh, some bald-headed guy beat the shit out of me at the Comedy Store. Guys, that's my time. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, dropping his cherry, that's Big Earl Skakel!
And now, do I bring him up? Jeff or you?
Sir, yes.
Guys, everyone stay here. This man is a late night legend here at the Comedy Store. You've seen him do the warm-up for Jimmy Kimmel. Closes out the show here every night. Ding Dong Show, Monday night.